Okay. Okay. So we're going to tap today on overwhelming emotions. And if you would like to repeat after me, that works better. Follow after me in the tapping points as well. And before we start, I'm going to do a quick prayer. Dear God, please do your will for this tapping session. Please say the words that we need to say. Please help us release what we need to release. And please help us receive what we need to receive. Please come over and do this tapping session for us. Thank you. And we'll start with the karate chop. Even though I have all these overwhelming emotions and it's really hard, I still deeply and completely love and accept myself exactly as I am. Even though these overwhelming emotions, whether it's stress, sadness, worry, or grief, or anything else that overwhelms me, it can be really painful to have these overwhelming emotions. And sometimes it can even feel paralyzing. But even with all that, I still love and honor myself exactly as I am right now. Even though these overwhelming emotions make it hard for me to think clearly or to move forward or even to take action for myself and my life, I still deeply and completely love, accept, and forgive myself and maybe anyone else who may have contributed to these overwhelming emotions. Eyebrow, I have all these overwhelming emotions. Side of eye, and I just want to run away from them. Under eye, I don't want to feel all these emotions. Under nose, it's just too much for me right now. Under lip, overwhelming emotions can sometimes paralyze me. Collarbone, overwhelming emotions make it hard for me to take action. Side of chest, these overwhelming emotions can feel like a boulder on top of me. Back of hand, a boulder that won't let me move. Top of head, what are these overwhelming emotions trying to say to me? Eyebrow, are they just trying to be felt and be heard? Side of eye, when I think of the word overwhelming, under eye, it just feels like it's so heavy. Under nose. So are these emotions just really heavy for me to carry right now? Under lip. And if they're too heavy for me to carry, can I try putting it down? Collarbone. Maybe my sadness is just trying to tell me something. Side of chest. Maybe my grief is just trying to be heard. Back of hand. Maybe my worry is just trying to tell me to protect myself. Top of head. And when I have all these emotions trying to talk at the same time, eyebrow, it can be really overwhelming. Side of eye. It's like when a group of people are all trying to talk at the same time. Under eye. I can't actually hear anybody. Under nose. And maybe all my emotions are just trying to get my attention all at the same time. Under lip. And of course, when that happens, I can't think clearly. Collarbone. If so many people are all talking at the same time, side of chest, I'm going to want to cover my eyes and cover my ears and just hide. Back of hand. Similarly, when I have all these emotions trying to speak at the same time, top of head, I don't want to feel them, and I don't want to move, and I don't want to think. Eyebrow. All these overwhelming emotions are too heavy for me right now. Side of eye. What if I tried listening to them one by one? Under eye. What if I tried communicating with my emotions one by one? Under nose. These overwhelming emotions, one of them I know for sure is sadness. Under lip. So let's try and talk to sadness right now. Collarbone. Why are you here, sadness? What do you want to say? Side of chest. Maybe my sadness is just trying to tell me that they are afraid. Back of hand. Maybe they're afraid of pain. Top of head. Maybe they're afraid of falling down. Eyebrow. Or maybe they're afraid of feeling stuck and helpless. Side of eye. I know one way to relieve emotions. Under eye. Is to give them a chance to express themselves. Under nose. So if I allow my sadness to tell me what's wrong, under lip, then maybe sadness can feel some relief. Collarbone. It's like when a child really wants to speak. Side of chest. Not allowing the child to speak. Back of hand. Will just make the child be more eager and feel more intense. Top of head. So maybe if I don't feel my sadness, eyebrow, sadness will feel more intense than it needs to. side of eye. All my other overwhelming emotions, under eye. One of them I know is worry, under nose. So let's try and hear, what does worry have to say? Under lip. Worry seems like it's just trying to look out for me. Collarbone. Worry just doesn't want me to make any mistakes. Side of chest. Worry may be afraid that my mistakes might hurt me or someone else. Back of hand. It seems like the core of worry might be fear. Top of head. And fear, I know, just tries to look out for me. Eyebrow. All these other overwhelming emotions. Side of eye. With all these overwhelming emotions, I just can't think clearly. Under eye. And so giving them a voice one by one, under nose, I know is going to help me and help them too. Under lip. Sadness and worry both come from fear. Collarbone. Fear of pain. Side of chest. Fear of getting hurt or hurting others. Back of hand. Fear of feeling helpless and powerless. Top of head. Fear of just not being good enough to have that wonderful life I want. Eyebrow. I deserve to feel good. Side of eye. And one way I can feel good is by releasing these emotions. Under eye. And I'm doing that right now by allowing them to speak. Under nose. I'm doing that right now by giving them a voice. Under lip. And I'm doing that right now by trying to have some compassion for my emotions. Collarbone. I can have compassion for my emotions by understanding where they come from. Side of chest. And all my emotions, whether it's sadness, worry, grief, or stress, back of hand. At the end of the day, all they really want for me is to feel good. Top of head. Stress wouldn't be here if stress didn't want me to do better. Eyebrow. Worry wouldn't be here if worry didn't want me to do better. Side of eye. Sadness wouldn't be here if sadness didn't think I deserve better. Under eye. All my emotions are here because they love me. Under nose. Every coin has two sides to it. Under lip. All these negative emotions have another side to it. collarbone. And the other side to all these negative emotions is love and protection. Side of chest. So when I feel some sadness, back of hand, I'm going to remember that sadness just wants me to feel better. Top of head. When I feel some worry, eyebrow, I'm just going to remember that worry is making sure that I do better. Side of eye. Whenever I feel fear, under eye, I'm going to remember that fear is just trying to protect me. Under nose. All these overwhelming emotions, under lip. It can just be seen as overwhelming love. Collarbone. And I choose to see the good side of all my emotions. Side of chest. And I choose to relieve the pressure of all these overwhelming emotions. Back of hand. By giving them a voice and by listening to them one by one. Top of head. I am part of nature. Eyebrow. And that means that there are cycles to life. Side of eye. There's the cycle of the weather. Under eye. There's the cycle of the night and day. Under nose. And there's also the cycle of emotions. Under lip. And so, yes, I may be having some negative emotions. Collarbone. But without them, I wouldn't have the positive emotions. Side of chest. And feeling my negative emotions, back of hand, just means that the cycle will move to the positive emotions too. Top of head. I choose to see the goodness in all of my emotions. Eyebrow. If someone is in trouble or is about to fall, side of eye, my initial instinct might be to scream to get their attention. Under eye. Similarly, when my emotions think I'm in trouble or I might be about to fall, under nose, maybe their first instinct is to scream to try and get my attention. Under lip. I choose to see that my fear and my worry is just trying to protect me. Collarbone. And many times they have protected me successfully. Side of chest. When I have been afraid to do some things and I decided not to do them. Back of hand. I know many times that has saved me and protected me from many different scenarios. Top of head. I know that when my stress has come, eyebrow, many times it has pushed me to work even better. Side of eye. So if their motivation is just to protect me and help me do better, under eye, maybe I can give them some love under nose. So they also know how to communicate with me through love. Under lip. It's not the fault of my emotions. Collarbone. For not knowing how to communicate through love. Side of chest. But I do have the power to give them love. Back of hand. And help them learn to communicate through love. Top of head. So next time I am afraid, eyebrow, I will gently ask fear, what is wrong? Please tell me lovingly. Side of eye. Next time I feel worry, under eye, I will ask worry gently, what's wrong? What do you need me to do? Under nose. When there's too much grief, under lip, I will ask my grief gently what they want me to know. Collarbone. If I talk to my emotions lovingly, side of chest, I know they will talk to me lovingly too. Back of hand. My emotions are just like little children living within me. Top of head. And I talk to little children in the most loving ways possible. Eyebrow. Because that's how they will learn to talk to me in the most loving ways possible too. Side of chest. I forgive myself for not knowing how to talk to them lovingly. Under eye. Maybe at one point, no one talked to me lovingly too. Under nose. Overwhelming emotions just means, under lip, there's too many all at once. Collarbone. And maybe too many all at once. Side of chest. All these emotions coming together all at once. Back of hand. Just means that my emotions think I need extra support. Top of head. My emotions come here because they don't want me to be alone. Eyebrow. And so everyone and all emotions at once. Side of eye. Maybe just means that I need lots of support. Under eye. My emotions always try to tell me something. Under nose. So instead of trying to fight it, under lip, instead of being displeased when my emotions are there, collarbone, I will take the time to listen to it, side of chest, and ask what they want me to know. Back of hand. And if my overwhelming emotions tells me, top of head, that I need extra support, eyebrow, maybe because I'm just going through a very hard time, side of eye, I will take the action to look for extra support. Under eye. And if that means calling up a friend, under nose, or journaling, under lip, or praying, collarbone, or going to a meeting, side of chest, or even playing with my furry animal pets, back of hand. I will do what I need to do to get that support. Top of head. And if I don't know how to get that support, eyebrow, I will hug myself and give myself that support. Side of eye. And it's okay if I don't know how to get support. Under eye. And it's okay if I don't know how to listen to all of my emotions yet. Under nose. My willingness is the start. Under lip. To be able to do what I need to do to get support. Collarbone. Or to be able to listen to all of my emotions. Side of chest. It's been a habit of mine to be afraid of these emotions. Back of hand. But habits can be changed. Top of head. And habits can be changed, but it sometimes takes some time. Eyebrow. But the first step is willingness. Side of eye. And if I didn't have the willingness, under eye, I wouldn't be tapping on my face right now. Under nose. So I am building better habits for myself. Under lip. Like listening to all my emotions, especially when it's overwhelming. Collarbone. And by getting extra support when things are overwhelming. Side of chest. And it's okay that I don't know how to do those things right now. Back of hand. I'm used to doing the things that I've always known. Top of head. Habits take time, but I've already taken the first step. Eyebrow. I choose to release what no longer serves me. Side of eye. Like the belief that overwhelming emotions are bad. Under eye. Or the belief that overwhelming emotions will not help me move forward. Under nose. My overwhelming emotions tell me that I just need more love and support. Under lip. I'm allowed to have these overwhelming emotions and still move forward. Collarbone. If I change the way I look at things, side of chest, the things I look at will change. Back of hand. So I change the way I look at these overwhelming emotions. Top of head. I choose to see that they are just here to support me. Eyebrow. I choose to see that they are just here to protect me. Side of eye. I choose to see that they are just pushing me to do better for myself. Under eye. I forgive myself for all the times I couldn't move. Under nose. Because my overwhelming emotions just felt like too much for me. Under lip. I release all these old patterns and behaviors. collarbone. I release all these old habits. Side of chest. I choose to love myself exactly as I am. Back of hand. I choose to accept myself exactly as I am. Top of head. I choose to love myself and all of my emotions exactly as it is. And take a deep breath. And breathe out. Thank you. And I'll stop the recording.